And we are live.
Again?
Again. Brogan, thanks for having us.
And
trumpet intro.
and that is the amazing Matt Wynn music. I'm Darren Blue.
I'm Kevin Blue.
And this is Bourbon Blue.
And this is Bourbon Blue.
Oh.
That was great timing.
He did his own trumpet. But yeah, man, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you hopping on here. And we're having a lot of fun doing this. And we're just going to keep doing it.
Dude, I saw your one the other night. And I was like, man, that's so fun. I hope I get the chance to do that. And then you all texted me like not too long after that. I was like, yes.
Nice.
Because I'm going stir crazy.
Right. Yeah. You've been cooped up for a little bit now and used to being out on the road all the time and traveling around, right?
Pretty much, man. On the road, we had a lot of meetings with labels and things like that were like in follow-up meetings with that, and because we're kind of doing the whole management and label hunt and just putting the team together, and a lot of those kind of got put on hold and until whenever everything gets back to normal. And then all my shows, just like everybody else, I mean, for me it got canceled. Everything through June is canceled and rescheduled right now. So
right.
It's really odd to not be doing anything at a time, especially where generally stuff starts really picking up right around this time with being on the road and riding and stuff. So I know everybody's kind of feeling it, but
yeah, for sure. Well, if we were on the road right now, what would you queue up for us to hear right now?
Well, it's funny you ask. I got a guitar.
What do you normally open with on the road?
It kind of depends. A lot of shows we open up with my song, a song that I released called Dust. It's on Spotify and iTunes. We have a couple songs, and that was another thing we've been recording. We're still trying to do as much as we can with everything going on, but we were recording a new record. We're not, no release date or anything yet, but we're working on all that stuff. So that stuff's not out yet, but I'll play some of it here. But this one's one that's out. So the song's called Dust. I wrote it with Alex Stewart and Daniel Kleinitz.
Nice.
So let's give it a shot. GTO on a back road, way back where the corn grows, and somebody rolled and washed me off the lawn. Suited up with my best friend, shot the tracks at 110, just like Bowling when I was younger. And I get off on Friday, flying down the highway, punch that 40-hour clock. My granddad's Bible, dirt road revival. I got it in my boots and in my blood. Yes, I do. Longer out there, more I love. A little bit of dust. Yeah. Still sits on Dad's tractor, the sunset on the rafters. That old horse farm where I had my first kid. Stirs up my old memories, settles on my big dreams. Yeah, anywhere I go, that's where it is. Yeah, I'm knocking off on Friday, flying down the highway, punch that 40-hour clock. My granddad's Bible, dirt road revival. I got it in my boots and in my blood. Oh yeah, longer I live, the more I love. A little bit of dust. Hey, yeah. It ain't dirt, it ain't mud, but it's part of where I'm from. knock it off on Friday as we're flying down the highway, punch that 40-hour clock and kick it up. My granddaddy's Bible, third road revival. I got it in my boots, it's in my blood. Yes, I do. Longer I'm living, seems the longer I live, the more I love. A little bit of touch. Yeah, that's generally, I kick a lot of shows off with that one.
Nice.
That was killer.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Nice.
Bourbon's local.
Thank you, brother.
But
Approved.
yeah, that was awesome, man. Thank you for that.
Thanks.
Cool.
Thank you for having me. It's good to see you all. I know we've been playing. I would rather be over there, fishing and going out on the road and playing for people. And it's just like, as you said, we were talking about earlier, so awkward playing. Most of the time when we're doing these live streams, we're just playing and ourselves, and maybe if there's one other person in the room or something. So it's usually just me and the cats and my girlfriend Katie, and there's no audience, so you have no gauge on if it was good or not. So thanks for being here.
Well, we got
nothing but positive comments, and we got people tuning in from all over the place, so we're loving it.
Oh, Shayna G. Shayna G's
What's
online.
up?
What's up, Shayna?
I want to pop over the comments here real quick. We got Billy.
Yeah.
How's it going? Victoria Brown says you're great.
Oh yeah.
Katie, sorry, whoops. Brenda, Jolie, sorry, it's really small font. I'm trying to read over here, but
you're good. You're good.
we got Glenn and we got Lisa in Nashville, Arkansas. All kinds of good folks out there. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let us know where you're from in the comments if you would. We always like to see where everyone's tuning in from.
Absolutely.
Also wanted to just remind people, it's definitely not required, but we do have a virtual tip jar set up for Matt. If you like what you're hearing, feel free to contribute. There's Matt Wynn Music on Venmo is his handle. So
yeah,
like just get out there.
That's my Instagram and my Facebook too, Matt Wynn Music.
Nice.
So that's one of the biggest things that you can. The tip jar is great too, but we'll understand that everyone's going through hard times. If you can do that, great. But if you can't, follow me on Facebook and Instagram and stuff, because that's one of the biggest things you can do. That's why I appreciate you all so much for letting me do this, and then also just for not only for your support for me, but for so many people and so many artists out there. You guys are such champions for us. And
well, thank you. That was
appreciate that. I must say you are incredibly well dressed too.
Yeah.
The crazy part is I just happen to be wearing this when you text me.
If you wasn't for people that may not know, we've been planning these on about 2 hours notice, so we appreciate Matt hopping on real short notice. And we've done some filming with you in the past, and love your music, and just look forward to sharing more of it in the future too.
Yeah, we got.
I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to. I loved working with you all in the past. I'm looking forward to doing more with you.
Yeah. So you're on our YouTube channel. You're on the HQ session.
Yeah.
And you got some pretty awesome content there.
Thank you, brother.
I know. I'm pretty sure we got a cut of Dangerous on there.
Yeah.
You have that up your sleeve right now.
Yeah.
That's my personal request.
I'm not gonna just be like,
I was willing to play anything except that one.
It's basically just covers. No,
yeah,
I'm an
awesome.
original artist. So, yeah, man, I can totally play that one for you. This one is I wrote with the same guys that I wrote Dust with, Alex Dooley and Daniel Kleindienst, and I've been writing with them for a few years, and they were one of my regular writes, and we just wrote so many amazing songs together, and we released a couple of them. And this is the other one that's like on Spotify and iTunes, Amazon, Christian Mingle, whatever you use to stream, you know, all the streaming services. So this is dangerous. Like Eve with an apple, you can't resist her charm. Her ruby red lips, like whiskey in a glass, you're dying to sip. One little taste, man, you can't quit. Bitter wrong, bitter high, bitter fine. Oh, it'll get her out of your mind. Look away, look away, look away. Before she sets your world on fire. He's afraid, still waving, afraid, not a lift on her desire. She's got angel's wings and a devil's touch. It's safe to say she's dangerous. Dress of red and eyes blue, looks so good she can't be true. Heart of gold, a soul of black, stops you dead in your tracks. Better hide, better find a way to get her out of your mind. Look away, look away, look away. Oh, she sets your world on fire. He prays, still wait, but pray, and not a victim of her desire. She's got angel's wings and a devil's touch. It's safe to say she's dangerous. She's dangerous. She's dangerous. Look away, look away, look away before she sets your world on fire. Yeah, he prays, he waves and prays, and not the victim of her desire. She's got angel's wings and a devil's touch. She's got angel's wings, the devil's touch. She's dangerous. Yeah, man. By request.
That was good.
That was by request. We had a lot of confirmations in the comments too, so people were loving that one. Love
Awesome.
that song, man. We had
Yeah,
a
man,
great time with you out in San Diego doing some filming a while back, and
yeah, bro.
that's one of the songs you performed for us, and it's definitely one of our favorites. So
Thank you, man.
love it.
Thank you. Everybody likes a girl that's a little dangerous, a little badass, you know.
Is that who you were smiling at over in the?
Yeah. Over yonder. Out over yonder. Yeah, she's right here, and she's like interpretive dancing all of the things I'm saying. Yeah, so
Right
like,
on camera. Is she there? She's shy.
I mean, you want them to see?
Just say hi real quick.
Okay.
Say hi. No, you-
Okay. Here, well, you're gonna get the real.
your world.
She's in the music blanket.
Nice.
I'm in my guitar.
Nice.
That would also make a great poncho. Just fun fact.
Like Clint Eastwood.
I would just consider, make that little moderation. Take it mobile.
I'm gonna have to.
Hey, Kevin.
Right.
Kevin's one of the people that dressed me, so you need to take his advice.
Hey, you're doing quarantine proper over there.
Yeah, no.
Exactly what everybody should be doing. Just
That's Katie. She's got a bedroom as
Wow,
well.
you look incredibly comfortable. Yeah.
This is my other cat. He's up. He just ran away. But
Yeah. So how many pets do you guys have over there? Just 2 cats?
we got 2 cats.
Who's that
I'd love
skirting by the
I'd
camera?
love to have dogs like you guys, but I just travel too much to really at least at the moment to be able to take care of one. The nice thing about cats is they can we can leave, me and Katie, we can leave for a weekend or a few days or whatever, and they're good to go.
Victoria said, "Hi, Katie."
Yeah, people like Katie more than me, and that's okay. But they always say you're better half, right? So you're doing it right.
Well, that's awesome. You guys were actually out here at the Rebel Ranch warming.
Heck yeah, brother.
Not too long ago. How long ago does that feel like to you? Because it feels like 3 years ago to me.
3 years ago, man. I don't know. It feels like a while ago. I mean, I don't know about 3 years.
Yeah, it's a little extreme, but
It feels like years since I've seen you guys.
Yeah, no, it's been a long time. And you play around town in Nashville and Broadway a lot normally, right? Too.
I've never been a Broadway guy all that much.
Okay.
I was really more on the road. If I play in town, it's generally like I'll do like every now and again I'll do like a showcase with my band or something, and a full band thing so we can play in town. Like we did the one that y'all came out to at the Analog.
Right.
And then a lot of writers rounds. If I'm going to play in town, if I'm going to generally I'm going to be on the road more because it's just it's hard to make money on Broadway. I know some people do it. It's just it's
very tip driven. A lot of artists down there. It's tough, and there's a lot of artists who normally rely on Broadway who are hurting right now. So for sure.
Yeah. I have a lot of friends that do that. I mean, that's what they do every day, and that's how they make their living. And and now they're doing a lot of live streaming stuff. And then you're seeing guys that have literally never done it. I watched one with Chris Jansen play the other day, and he was like, "I had to have my kids set this up because I've never done this before."
Yeah, I think a lot of people are just figuring it out for the first time.
Yeah.
But,
hey, we figured this out.
Yeah, we did just figure this out a couple days ago. We've never done this type of format, so if you guys enjoying it and you guys want us to keep doing this, definitely let us know in the comments. We appreciate your feedback, and we love hearing all the from all the fans and seeing the comments.
We have sessions. We have live. We're doing lives at every night.
Every night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And it's been awesome.
Heck yeah.
I did want to have you explain to people that awesome photo behind your head, because I know that was something cool you did recently.
Oh yeah. If you can't tell, man, that is Jay Leno.
Every time you're like jamming, I can see Jay Leno just pop up in the back.
I know it's a little. I was like, he's probably one of the most recognizable dudes. You know what I mean? To see, just obviously he's famous, but also the manliest chin that ever chinned.
Great chin.
So, and it holds up in real life. Let me tell you. He's a really cool dude. A few months ago, like kind of one of the last handful of shows that I did before everything kind of started to get quarantined was one in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and there was a big charity event up there that a friend of mine that was running, and was having Jay Leno, and this guy, he's in the car industry, does custom cars and things like that, and Jay is a big car guy, so they had met through all that and through previous things that they've done together, and I was able to go out there and open up for him. He was a guy that when I was little, I always wanted to go on his show, the late night. I have all the late night shows. I was like, man, that was the guy, just because he seemed like a guy that you could just hang out with, and he's a good dude. And he was, man. He's a great guy. But that was a bucket list one for me too.
So it was an awesome charity event. What was the cause that you guys were raising money for?
It was 2 charities. And they're kind of unique causes. It was Camp Hometown Heroes and Camp Reunite. And both of them are like camps, and they raise awareness. And one of them, so for particularly kids, and one of them is for children that are like raised by a single parent that gets locked up, like goes to jail, and then they have to go through the foster care system. Raising awareness and helping kids and bringing people together that have that experience, because it's a kind of a unique experience, to live that. But one of the best things to do with things like that is to build a community of people that understand what you're going through or understand what you've been through. So they do these camps, I think in Wisconsin, that will like summer camp type stuff, where these kids will come who are experiencing stuff like that, and then most of the counselors and people in charge are people that are also have experienced that. And the other one is people, veterans and military members who have like kids whose parents have passed away in battle or while on duty. So it's both. So it's kids that are with parents that are incarcerated, and kids with parents that have passed away in active duty.
So you're able to support two amazing organizations.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
That's
And
incredible.
that was cool.
Yeah.
It was friggin' blast. It was big ballroom type thing, and I got that cool photo and I put it on my mantle. So,
That's why I was bringing it up. I knew they were both awesome causes, and you're just as talented as you are a good human being. So those are the type of people we like to associate with, man. And I felt like that deserved mention, because we appreciate you using your talents for a cause like that, and something that is a very, very incredible tool you have as your gift.
yeah, man. I mean, anything you do, whatever your gift is, everyone has different gifts and stuff, and some people have multiple, and mine was always music. And I'm a big believer. I do a lot of work with charity organizations. That was just two of the amazing ones I've been able to do the last several years. Like I've done like Autism Speaks and USO and Wounded Warrior Project, and it's just as much a treat for me as it is for anyone else or anyone that we work with. So, and I think the same about you all, by the way. That's why I love hanging out with you guys. You guys are super good at what you do, but you're even better people. So I'm proud to be a part of the Rebel fam.
Well, I will toast and cheers to
Yeah,
all that.
Hey, man.
I will
I
toast
see
and
you got
cheers.
a little.
Oh, we got the red cup thing going on.
If you got something that you're drinking on out there, cheers to you.
Cheers.
Everybody. All right.
Yeah. Friends don't let friends drink alone, even if it's on virtual.
And we got a lot of friends out here.
All the friends, man.
So what are you thinking next, brother? What do you want to play?
Well, I got a couple. One that sometimes I'll play a handful of, you have a few people that influence you and that you cover, you know what I mean, like that when you go out and play and with your band, or even without the band. And one of mine, I always loved. Sorry, I'm trying to get this thing pulled up here. I always loved Joe Diffie.
Yes, sir.
And I think it's appropriate to play a little Joe Diffie song. Because I mean, he's probably one of the most purest voices that's come out of country music, and just talents, and a lot of people don't even really realize how talented he was. I didn't until I saw some old Opry videos, like of guys like doing like a guitar pull, and it was like Travis Tritt and Steve Wariner and several other guys who were like some of the most talented dudes, and he was keeping right up with them and killing it. And I was like, man, I didn't realize how talented he was, like beyond like just like harmonies and guitar playing and stuff like that, beyond, and writing beyond his beautiful voice and mullet. But I wanted to play a little bit of Joe Diffie, if you don't mind. This is one of my favorite tunes here.
Hey, brother.
Pickup Man.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Amen. Well, I got my first truck when I was 3 to 100,000 miles on my knees, on marbles, rocks, and thought twice before on the Barbie doll bed for the girl next door. She tried to pay me with a kiss, and I began to understand that this song the women like about a pickup man. When I turned 16, saved a few $100, and our first car was a pickup truck. I was cruising the town, and the first girl I'd seen was Bobby Joe Gentry, the homecoming queen. She flagged me down and climbed up in the cab and said, I never knew you were a kick-up man. Set my truck on fire and rolled it down a hill, but I still wouldn't trade it for a good deal. I got an 8-foot bed that never has to be made. You know, everyone truck that wouldn't be tailgates. I met all my wives, traffic jams, and just saw the women like a pickup man. It was Friday night. I can be found in the bed of my truck on an old Chase Lounge. Back into my spot at the drive-in show. You know, a cargo light gives off a romantic glow. And I never have to wait in line to hop on the stand. It's on the women like about a pickup man. You can set my truck on fire, rolling down the hill, but I still wouldn't trade it for a good deal. I got an 8-foot bed that never has to be made. You know, if it weren't for trucks, there wouldn't be tailgates. I met all my wives, the traffic jams, and just saw the women like about a pickup man. Ooh, yeah. Hey, set my truck on fire and roll down a hill. I still wouldn't trade it for my coupe bill. I got an 8-foot bed that never has to be made. You know, if it weren't for trucks, there wouldn't be tailgates. I met all my wives, the traffic jams, and just saw the women like about a pickup man. I met all my wives, the traffic jams, and just saw the women like about a pickup man. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, rest in peace, Joe Diffie.
Amen to that.
Amen, brother.
That was awesome.
Thank you, man. I haven't played that one in a minute, but it was one. That's one of the songs that growing up when I was really little, my dad loved Joe Diffie, and as everybody did back then, and we would jam to sing that one really loud. So I have good memories with that one.
Who are some of your other top influences? Who was the first person you ever saw that you were like, man, I want to be a country singer?
Man, that's a good question. The first person that I think I ever saw a lot, like in live, like is different than the first person I heard on the radio. Because, you know, depending on when I got to see people, first person I ever saw live, that blew me away and made me be like, man, I want to do that was Rascal Flatts. Gary LaVox's voice and just the way that they phrased things. I grew up in that period where they were just on fire, and you couldn't get away from it. And I could sing high and stuff, and you know, and kind of do the thing like he did. And so he influenced me heavy. I was always really into people who were also writers. You know, because like I was, even from a little kid standpoint, and I'm a songwriter too. So I was very interested not only in the song, but who wrote it. And one of my biggest influences, and actually now as a friend, is Phil Vassar, which is cool. And Garth Brooks was one of my biggest ones, as everybody back then, you know.
How was meeting one of your biggest influences?
Oh, it was amazing, man. I mean, you know, it's cool. They always say don't meet your heroes, you know, because you know, they think that most of the time country music is a fairly rare thing where most everybody is really cool and really great and approachable.
True. That is
everybody
true.
I've met that I looked up to, especially Phil, it's nice to meet people that live up to it, not only with their talent, but with their generosity and with their kindness towards people that are coming up, because they remember where they were. Tim McGraw was a big influence for me. Actually, someone that you guys worked with recently, and I'm supposed to write with at some point, Daryl Wortley was one that was a big influence on me.
Yeah, that was so much fun. Daryl stayed for supper.
He did
That was
stay
great.
for supper. We had shout out to Anna Dally, crushed the lasagna, and yeah, no, he hung out for a little while, and we got a good chat. And he's one of those guys that it's cool when you meet somebody that you really have a tremendous amount of respect for, and they are the person that you want them to be. That's kind of what I've always said is, I just hope that you're the person that I want you to be, and
No, you're right.
not like in any way other than just being cool and, easy to hang out with. And he's definitely one of those guys.
I agree, man. You want that. And for me, Phil was like the guy, was one of my biggest idols, that dude. And I have others too, and that you'll meet throughout, but Phil was one of those guys for me too that totally lived up to it. And he's just amazing. And I know I've heard the same thing about Daryl, so I'm looking forward to hopefully meeting him sometime, because he's a big influence on me for sure.
You will.
I woke up early with a pounding in my head. I went out the night before with all my friends. I mean, he's just killer. Nobody sounds like that.
Brother.
Yeah. Well, we got some more moonshine, and if you got songs left in the tank, we'd love to hop over to Instagram and do a little encore with everyone.
Heck yeah, brother.
Definitely need a refill.
I need a refill. This cup is runneth dry.
We want your cup to runneth over. Please fix that.
But yeah, and then one more time, if people, not required by any means, but we do have the virtual tip jar. If you guys enjoyed this, we'd love for you to join us on Instagram for a little encore, maybe sing a couple more songs over on Instagram and hang out with everyone over there.
Man, I'll play for you all night. I'm so bored, and you guys are friggin' awesome. So I would do it as long as you want.
Well, why don't you close us out here with one song then, and jump over to Instagram.
Perfect.
Yeah, that sounds good, man.
We have requests out there.
I don't know.
Let's see.
Can't see it.
Let's throw them in the comments if you got any requests. See what pops up here.
Boots or stars? Is there anything on there?
No, nobody's here. No, I'm just kidding.
They're actually all left.
It's just a private chat.
We forgot to hit go live.
You've actually just been hanging out the whole time.
No, we did it again though.
You're not live. So
this is the longest FaceTime I've ever been on.
We got Jason says dust.
When it's gone, whiskey glasses, dust. Jason, you missed dust. That was the first one. 7 seconds. Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, 7 minutes in heaven?
Or seven. Yeah, that's a lot longer in heaven than 7 seconds. I think those are two different. Those might be 2 different songs.
That is a great song.
You'd be like, "Where am I?" And then all of a sudden you'd be gone.
Honestly, that one's amazing.
Yeah, I think that's
what I'll put that one.
All right. Yeah,
there are a lot of dust requests on here though.
That's an amazing.
Y'all need to go back and watch the beginning of this.
Yeah, y'all.
Some of them that hopped on here later.
Rewind when Kevin had a full cup. And this song is called 7 Minutes in Heaven. It's a song I wrote it with Olivia Radine, and it's a song that's special and personal to me. And there's a lot of really cool stuff going on with this song actually that I'm not gonna release yet, but it's coming. But this song, I think everyone's got that one person. You lose a lot of people in your life, but everyone's got that one person without question that comes to their mind that if I just had a few minutes to talk to somebody that passed away, that would immediately be that person. And I wanted to write a song that no matter who that person was, if it was grandma, if it was grandpa, if it was a parent, if it was a friend or a brother, it didn't matter. You thought of that person. This is how that song came to be. This song's called 7 Minutes in Heaven. I'll throw this one out to all the people that passed away and the recent tornado victims. in Tennessee. Everyone has passed away from coronavirus, and specifically to Joe Diffie and Kenny Rogers too. I don't want to forget about Kenny because he was another guy that influenced me. Anyway, the song's called 7 Minutes in Heaven.
Amen.
I wouldn't ask Cash why he wore all black or how Elvis sang this song. Wouldn't ask why Kennedy died, 'cause I know that it wouldn't have long. I wouldn't small talk with Peter by them pearly gates. I'd ask him to let me on in. Say there's somebody waiting on the other side that'd be like to catch us with. If I had 7 minutes in heaven, I know just what I'd do. Take a walk down them golden streets and find a quiet corner booth. I wouldn't spend all my seconds asking God questions, 'cause He knows I'll be back soon. If I had 7 minutes in heaven, I'd spend them all with you. Ask how's the fishing up there, have you been getting our prayers? 'Cause we've been sending them every night. The only issue is that we miss you. I swear that we're doing alright. Hey, does the weather get cold? Do you ever grow older? Does it feel like the blink of an eye? 'Cause I'm so glad to be here, and I sure hope they serve beer. 'Cause for me it's been such a long time. If I had 7 minutes in heaven, I know just what I do. Take a walk down them golden streets and find a quiet corner booth. I wouldn't spend all my seconds asking God questions, 'cause He knows I'll be back soon. If I had 7 minutes in heaven, I'd spend them all with you. And when it's last call out, then I'll tell you I love you, but I won't say goodbye. 'Cause right now I've got to leave, but the next round's on me, and it won't be the last time that we'll have 7 minutes in heaven, and I know just what we'll do. Take a walk down them golden streets and find the same old corner. And I might take a few seconds to ask God some questions. It didn't last time I was through. If I had 7 minutes in heaven, I'd spend them all with you. If I had 7 minutes in heaven, Lord knows I'd spend them all with you. Yeah.
That was awesome.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man.
Hit the like button if you enjoyed that. That was pretty awesome.
You go and hit that like button right now.
That was a beautiful song. Man.
Yeah, no, it's incredible, man. So
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's a
Thank
special
you,
one for me, and I know it's been a special one for a lot of people playing it. And you know, your goal of writing songs and playing songs is just getting people to feel something. And I think right now, with so much turmoil and stuff going on, is the time that we should hold our loved ones close, whether we're with them or we're there virtually, and especially appreciate the ones that are, you know, because so many people are losing them right now. You know, so I just want to shout out everyone. We'll get through this, and it'll get back to normal. And I can't wait to get out and start playing again and start hanging at the Rebel ranch again.
Absolutely. No, we can't.
All
We
the
can't wait
we're
for that
waiting
day too.
We're
Yeah.
waiting too, for sure.
But yeah, it's a beautiful song. Definitely something that everyone can relate to, and you crushed it.
Thank you, man. I gotta show y'all something real quick before we go over to Instagram. Because that's one of the more serious songs I got. And the whole time, this little one, she just knocked over my thing. This little one, this is Lily.
Nice.
And she's crazy. She's trying to get away, right? But she
So,
was a
kitten.
sweetheart, but she was attacking me the whole time. And I was singing that song. I'm like 7 minutes in head, like kicking. So just a little insight behind the scenes.
Nice. Well, you kept your composure quite well.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate everyone jumping on Facebook with us and hanging out tonight. We're gonna hop over to Instagram right now, and
Amen.
man, this white lightning hits a little bit harder than the, the previous bottle. So,
Man,
got a
I
little bit
got-
of that left, and we hope you guys all join us on Instagram. What's your handle as well? Matt Wynn Music, right?
yeah, it's at Matt Wynn Music. That's for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and any of those. It also is my Venmo, too. And y'all check out we got some videos on Country Rebel and that we did a while back, and we'll do some more soon. And shout out to Daniel Nally and Josh Tolley at Kavana Rum, by the way. I told him I would give him a shout out. He's my buddy.
Hey.
He's a supporter, and I know you guys know Daniel too. So
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
yeah, so he wanted me to tell you guys how.
We appreciate those guys actually connecting with you with us originally. So,
Nope.
Amen, brother. So I had to shout
well
him
deserved
out.
shout out.
Nope.
But all right, y'all.
Lily,
Come up right here. We'll see you on
Lily
Instagram.
was on the prowl again.
All right, brother. We'll see you on the other side.
All
right,
right.
see you
sounds good,
there.
man.
See ya.